there, Periscope World. Happy Thursday from Deb, your Silpata gal. Glad to have all of you joining me today. Hope everything is going well for you. I know this week is going by super fast. Tomorrow's officially tax day, Friday the 15th. Thanks for joining. Glad you're here. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Courtney. Hey, Jasmine. Glad you're here as well. Hey, Cheryl. Thanks for being here with me today. Hi, Judy. How are you doing? Happy 14th of April. Hey, Julie. Glad you're here too. Hi, Courtney. How's it going? Hey, Jen. It is a good topic, right? Hey, Stephanie. So glad you're here too. Thanks for being with me today. Happy April the 14th. Tomorrow's, well, I guess officially it's not tax day, but but it is tax day, and yeah, anyway. You're driving, so you can't chat. Okay, well, I'm glad you're here, Julie. Thanks for joining. How's everybody doing today? Are we having a great day? I hope everybody's... Monday is officially tax day. Yeah, that's kind of weird, isn't it? But it's good. Takes the pressure off. Although it doesn't take, it adds pressure to you. And doesn't your daughter have a, she has a competition this weekend, doesn't she, Jeannie? Is that right? Her cheer competition's this weekend? Or is it next weekend? I couldn't remember. Thanks for sharing, Jen. I appreciate it. Leaving tomorrow. Well, then tax day is done for you, right? If they didn't turn it into you, it's too late. All right, well, we're going to talk, almost done. Thank you for inviting followers, Cheryl. I appreciate it. We're going to talk about introverts surviving in the direct sales field. And this is True Confession time. Hey, Debbie Yoho, how are you doing today? Glad you're here with me. My name is Deb with Silpata Designs Jewelry. I have been with Silpata for 6.5 years now. Thanks for joining. Glad you're here, everybody. And for those of you that'll be watching, I'm doing great. I'm doing really good. It's been a good day. I've gotten a lot done. Teach you. I would love to teach you. So just to tell you a little about me, I've been with Silpata for 6.5 years. I came from a corporate world. I used to be an HR manager. I had a really good job. I made really good money, but I didn't have a life. And so that's when I started exploring businesses. But here's my true confession. I am an introvert. And I've struggled, I'm not going to lie. I have struggled because I have a really hard time going out and just talking to people, especially in big groups. So I'm going to share with you some of the things. Your fiance is an HR manager, really? Oh, how cool. Yeah, it was a good job. You know, I enjoyed it. People didn't like me because I tend to only get called when people were getting in trouble. So I didn't have a whole lot of friends in the business, but it was a good job. It is a good job, and it's a hard job too, especially nowadays with all the laws. So thank you for being with me. I appreciate the hearts. We've got lots of browns and yellows today. I appreciate it. Just want to tell you a couple things. If you don't like your color, you can log off and come back on and get a new color, because I know a couple of you have mentioned before that you didn't like the colors that you've had. Also want to mention, if you want to share it, if you just press the little Perry guy down there on the bottom right, you can share it out. Just left Energizer as a director. No life. Yeah, seriously. You know, when you're working a full-time job, especially if you have kids or a family that you're trying to raise or going to school and work, it's hard. It's really hard, especially now. We're all so pulled in, you know, so many directions. So hence the reason I left my job. But here's what I didn't realize. You know, in my job, even though I was an introvert and have always been an introvert, in my job it was a little bit easier to play out because I was in a corporate environment, didn't have to socialize necessarily in big groups. When you go into direct sales, it's a whole different world. And for me as an introvert, here's how it basically plays out in my business. I prefer small crowds. I get a little intimidated, not a little, I get a lot intimidated in big crowds. I can do them, but I'm not very comfortable. And what you'll find is when I'm in bigger crowds, I'll latch onto somebody and stay with somebody that I feel comfortable with. But I'm not real good at just going out and starting conversations unless it's a group that I know really well. So that's how it plays out in big groups for me. I also, if I have events and parties several days in a row, it just saps the energy, and I have to have a down day. And so usually when I'm scheduling my calendar, I make sure that if I have like 3 days in a row of networking, parties, or vendor events, I have to have a day where I am at home, just regrouping and re-energizing, because otherwise I won't be able to continue to function. So that's what happens to me in my business, and it's going to be different for everybody. But here's some tips that I've learned over the years of things that you can do to help you if you're also an introvert. The first thing is, you know, introverts tend to be more introspective. We tend to be really good listeners. So that's actually a big benefit to you if you're in direct sales. You know, if you think about it, the extroverts are really high energy and they feed off of the energy of other people, meaning they want to be talking to people. Us introverts, we tend to not want to do the small talk, right? We like to sit and listen. And so that makes us much better listeners than our extrovert counterparts. But it makes it a little bit harder because we don't like the focus being on us, right? So here's the good news. You don't like the small talk as an introvert, but if you really listen, it's really easy to pick up on things that the person you're talking to is saying, and just ask some good questions because they like the fact that you're feeding into them and learning about them. So you're going to learn a lot more about what they're looking for, what makes them tick, what they're interested in, because as an introvert, you're just trying to get the focus off yourself and onto them. And so that's really a huge benefit in this business. The second thing is if you're not in a direct sales company right now, or you're struggling in the direct sales company that you're in as an introvert, you really need to think about, do you love your product? Because the bottom line is, if you're excited about your product and you love the company you represent, it's icing on the cake, right? You have to love what you're doing. You have to love the product and the company that you represent. And if you're really struggling with the not wanting to talk to people, there might be something that you need to explore. Are you with the right company? Or maybe you just don't know enough about your products and services to represent your company well enough. So you need to do a little bit of research, which as introverts we like to do because, you know, we're getting into our own little on the couch, in the office, it's quiet and you can sit and learn. The third thing is, I kind of think that if you look at the social media world, it's almost designed for us introverts. Think about it. Like I said earlier, those extroverts thrive on being around people. They like the crowds. They like the energy of being with people, right? For us, social media is almost the perfect platform to get information about ourselves and our businesses out there. So find ways that you can communicate who you are from your own comfortable little house setting. It could be a blog, you know, maybe your own Facebook business page, your own personal website where you're sharing, you know, tidbits about yourself. So, or even this live stream video. It's not intimidating because I'm kind of talking to myself. I mean, I know you guys are there and I see you communicating and I appreciate the hearts. You have no idea how much I appreciate the hearts. You haven't gotten the courage. You know what, Courtney, you just need to dive in and try it because you're never going to get the courage until you actually try it. And, you know, I actually, my friend Cheryl, who's on here today, I've even done a little private scope with her just to test it out because, you know, if you're not comfortable the first time, test it as a private scope with just a couple friends so that you can get the practice and see how it works and then just dive in. It's all good. Dive in. You can't really mess it up, to be honest. Just remember, though, as an introvert, no matter what, you record videos for your business page you haven't done live. You know, between you and Cheryl, you're my inspiration. Well, thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. It's great that you're doing videos. That's the first step. But you know, the problem I had with videos, to be honest, Courtney, is that I would spend so much time recording a video. I'd watch it back and it'd be like, nope, that didn't make sense. That sounded stupid. I looked weird. My hair was off. You know, I looked fat, whatever the self-talk was, and I'd delete it. And it would take me an hour and a half to do, you know, a 1-minute video. So now it's like you just go in and you do a million. See, I'm telling you, with Periscope and with Facebook Live, just get out there. You're your own natural you, and it's all good. And if it's not perfect, it's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. It's all good. Just remember, though, as an introvert and as an extrovert, if your mouth is closed, your store is closed. So you have to be able to talk to people. You have to find a way that's comfortable to get your message out. And then here's the last little tip. For us introverts, it's really important. Well, it's really important for everybody in general, especially women. Do not ever compare your journey to somebody else's, but especially as an introvert, don't compare to an extrovert because you're never going to live up to the standard that extroverts set. You're never going to be able to fully function the way an extrovert does in her business. It's not possible. And if you're doing it, you're not going to be able to do it for very long because, like I said, you know, for us introverts, it just sucks the energy right out of you. So don't compare yourself and your journey to anybody else. You are who you are where you are. You're still going to be successful. It may be in a different time, it may be in a different way, but that's the beauty of this business, right? We all thrive and we all learn and we all do it differently. And I think that's what makes direct sales such a great opportunity for everybody, all ages, all types, all personalities. So that's my soapbox for today. Can you believe I've been scoping now for 30 days? It's incredible, 30 consecutive days. So yeah, I've been putting makeup on every single day and putting jewelry on every single day. And I don't always leave the house, but I do scope every day, and it's been a fun. Tomorrow is day 31. It's crazy. It's been a lot of fun. Yay, yay, yay. We're having fun. So I appreciate you being with me today. For those of you that are going to watch on the replay later, thank you so much. I appreciate the hearts. I appreciate those of you that shared. This has been, it's really fun. So if you haven't scoped yet, just do it. Seriously, do it. Do it today. Do 1 minute, just a short scope. Introduce who you are, introduce what you do. We'll all watch, we'll all cheer you on. You can see it's a very supportive environment. I've had a few trolls, but I've never had anybody. Yeah, you got to do it. Do it now. Do it now, Courtney. It's a great time to join. There you go. Debbie Yoho is going to be out in about 10 minutes. Julie's parked. This was great. It is hard to be. Yes, yes. And I think that's probably, everybody has their own journey and everybody has their own barriers, I guess. But for introverts, in direct sales, the barrier is just kind of part of it's ingrained in all of us, right? It's the getting out and talking to people, because we just like we get inward. I mean, even when my husband comes home from work, he's an extrovert, I'm an introvert, he comes home, he wants to talk. And to me, it's like small talk. And so, you have to find that balance. I want to talk about deeper things. He'll just talk about everything. And so, yeah, he just likes to talk. So, but anyway, it's the beauty of this business, though. You can be successful. You can do it. All of you can do it. I know you can because I've been doing it. My journey is not the same as anybody else's journey. And sometimes I kick myself for that, but it is what it is, and I'm having fun, and I've got a great business, and I've made amazing friends. I have this wonderful supportive community on Periscope and in my networking groups and in my Salpata business. So I'm a happy girl. Doesn't get any better than this. So here we are. It's day 30-ish, whatever. I'm going to continue scoping. I'm probably going to also start supplementing with Facebook Live, though, because I think that's kind of cool, too. So if you are not friends with me on Facebook, feel free to friend me. Also, make sure you go to my Facebook page and like my Facebook page so that you can participate in my Facebook Live events. And that is right here, Deb Welch's Sterling Silver Jewels. I would really appreciate it if you'd like my page. And if you have a page, make sure you share it so that I can like your page as well. Also on my website, if you want to participate, I have a blog now up, and I also have a contest going on. If you'd like to participate, check it out on my website. It's right here, debwelchsilverblingal.com. And we'll just stay connected and we'll support each other. And I can't wait to see Courtney, you doing your Periscope once you finally start it. And Debbie Yoho, I'll be excited to watch yours here in a little bit. Thank you all for being with me. For those of you watching later, I appreciate you. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for supporting me on this journey as I get myself out there in new ways. Have a great weekend as well, Jasmine. Thank you. And Jeannie, if you're still on, I hope your daughter has a great competition. Good luck. And if you haven't done your taxes, guys, get out there and finish your taxes. They're due. So there you go. That's my public service announcement for today. Thank you all for being with me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Or no, it's not even the weekend. It feels like the weekend. It's Thursday. Have a great Thursday, and we'll see you all later. Bye.